What's up, creatives? Welcome to episode 2 of Artistry on the Rise. I'm back in college for another semester, getting an education in, connecting with friends, and finding classes in between. It's always a great vibe when I get back to campus and I'm surrounded by nature. Even though it's hella cold in February, baby, we still pushing. Cause baby, why is it 5 degrees outside? We got bundled up in coats, extra hats, extra scarves, and this ice chips, no water. I'm just like, girl, this ice and snow gotta melt down already. That part. And speaking of a good way to spend time surrounded by nature is with some good music. I've listened to so many artists like Kalani, Destin Conrad, and Tanashi, and so much more. During my time in college, I came across an amazing artist who pushed his music out there and has skyrocketed. And he just released his new album called Main Character, which he has so many listeners jamming. And I'm thinking to myself, am I the main character? I might as well be. Hello. He loves to connect with different people from many different backgrounds and has many different music styles. So let me introduce you to Tayon, who brings music to a whole new level. So sit back, relax, and let's meet this Artistry on the Rise person. What's up, Tayon? Thank you for coming to Artistry on the Rise podcast. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm excited that I'm doing this with you and I'm sitting right across from an icon and a legend.
Stop.
When I first met you, it was outside when I think Soka was having the little outside party thing, and I think there was a school that came here with some boys that were stepping and stuff like that. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. I do. Yeah.
It was a fun night, that's when I met you and I introduced myself like, hey, my name is Maverick, and I do a bunch of films, content creation, and I wanted you to be on the podcast because you have an album out called Main Character, and I was just like, I have to interview this kid, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, yeah, period. So,
fun fact, I think we met the night before the album dropped.
The night before the album dropped.
Which is so crazy.
Right, that's right. I know we passed each other, like, so many times, but I never said hi to you or, like, what's up? Because, like, I don't know, for me, it's like, I'm a very shy person, but I'm very outgoing, I'm just, like, introverted and extrovert at the same time.
Yeah.
It just...
I'm surprised you're not a Gemini.
Huh?
I'm surprised you're not a Gemini.
You know what I am, though?
I do know what you are. You're a Scorpio.
That part. But I do have Gemini placement. I have a Gemini moon.
I'm a Gemini moon.
What?
Yes.
That's crazy.
I'm a Gemini sun, Gemini moon, and a Pisces rising.
So, Scorpio sun, Libra rising, Gemini moon.
Water, air.
Water and air.
What was that one that you said?
The Gemini moon, Libra rising, that's air.
Oh, air.
That's air.
Wow. Okay, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so that's why, the free-spirited energy.
The free-spirited, like...
Got it.
Yeah, it's like, period. Oh my God. So, let's get into these pre-show questions.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, today, the vibes is giving blessed. And I love that.
Yes, it is.
Why is it giving blessed?
Because I woke up and living such a chaotic life, or should I say busy life?
Bucked and busy.
Yes, yeah.
Bucked and busy, hello.
By the grace of God. It's just important to acknowledge your blessings, because when you're up and going and you always have a class or a show or a rehearsal or a booking to go to, especially as an independent artist, it's easy to keep going and going and going and not checking in with yourself. So I just like to wake up and acknowledge the blessings and carry on.
That we're alive, that we gotta do what we gotta do,
Right.
that we have friends that love us, family that love us, you know what I'm
Be
saying?
grateful for the great health.
Hello,
Yes,
that
health
part.
is wealth.
Take them vitamins, y'all, that vitamin C and that vitamin D, because it's cold outside.
Take your vitamins.
Take the vitamins.
Especially if you're watching this and you want to purchase. The plague comes around each semester. We don't need that.
No.
Take your vitamins.
We don't need Ebola again. Remember that in middle school?
Oh, wow.
Yo, I don't remember that clearly, but So, what is for your go-to deli sandwich? You said a turkey, bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel.
Yes.
That sounds fab. I like that.
Thank you so much for feeling.
That sounds fab, because I love my turkey, love my bacon and egg and cheese.
Yeah.
I do like mozzarella cheese. I don't like American.
Me too. Yes. On my burgers?
Yes. For a pizza though, it really don't matter because it's just pizza, you know what I'm saying? But for American cheese, I'm not liking it. I like mozzarella cheese on everything. You know what I'm saying?
Because when I go to restaurants and I order my burgers, I specifically ask for mozzarella cheese.
Right.
Yeah, and if they have American, okay, it's there.
Right.
But if you have an option,
If the deli guy puts American cheese on my sandwich or whatever, and I eat it and I taste it, I'm like, you know what? That's it. I'm just gonna eat it, cause God is good, and God made this sandwich. Right. Hello. He was like, babe, you're gonna eat this. Hello. So, a place you want to travel to that you haven't been to yet. You said Africa, Nigeria, or Ghana.
Yes.
Why?
I would love to go to Africa. I mean, I have African roots from there. I have Ghanaian and Nigerian ancestry inside me, so I would love to just visit the motherland and the epicenter of where life began. I would just love to be there. I feel like I would be so one with that environment. Okay.
So, a favorite album from an artist. You said Chromacopia, Tyler, the Creator.
Yes. He's right there. Right.
Okay. King of all kings. And you got other artists right here too.
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Kehlani, Sabrina Carpenter, Tyler, the Creator, Beyonce. And who's that right there?
That's Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar. Okay. Period.
Great bodies of work.
Hello. So, how would you describe your artistry in 3 words? You said vibrant, true, and insightful.
Yes.
Why?
Vibrant. I'm a very vibrant person. I love color. I love bold choices. I've been like that ever since I was a kid. The second word was true.
True.
True. My art stems from the most truest and authentic place in my life. So I think authenticity and trueness and integrity of your art is so important.
Right.
I also think, like, if you sit back and listen to, like I said, if you listen to this album, like Main Character, if you listen to this album full through and through, you can. And
we're gonna get into that too. You know what I'm saying?
We don't get in. Oh, damn it!
Not my phone now.
Damn it!
Hello.
It hurt my leg a little.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's alright. All is well.
We cannot hurt creative artists. You know what I'm saying?
Can't, because I need my leg.
I need my leg to dance, to move around, to walk,
do everything.
Hello.
But yeah, authenticity and trueness, I think that's also one of the biggest things that's missing in music.
Right.
Oh, and I was saying, I feel like if you listen to my album and you just look at any art that I do, you can learn so much about me just by listening and taking my art in. So the trueness and the authenticity of it is so important. Insightful, I believe that art should be educational and inspirational.
Yes.
That's one reason why I admire these artists so much. Beyonce, Kendrick Lamar, Tyler, the Creator, especially. Every time I sit down, the Grammys. 2 Grammys.
2 Grammys.
For Folded.
Hello.
And these are her first Grammys, and she's been going for a long, long time.
Yes. It's for an artist to start from the bottom to rise to the top. And mind you, what's crazy is that, like, I love Destin Conrad, whatever.
Me too.
Her and Destin Conrad were friends.
Yes, they're good friends. Yeah.
And I was like, wait, because I seen an old picture of them when they were young, whatever, and they was separately doing music or all together, I think. And I was just like, wow, that is so crazy. You know what I'm saying?
They're like massively successful together, getting nominated for Grammys.
Hello, that part. You might get nominated for a Grammy.
I'll get nominated for a Grammy. I'm manifesting it. Okay.
I'm manifesting it for you, and I'm manifesting because when it comes to the Grammys and the Oscars, whatever, I dream of being there, like winning a movie award or hosting it. Like hey guys, welcome to 2020 Oscars, Grammys, whatever. My name's Maverick. I'm your host, and I'm just interviewing other artists. You know what I'm saying? So.
And guess what? If you keep saying it and keep working towards it, guess where you gonna be?
The Grammys.
Right there.
Right. Hello. Knock on wood, big babe. So let's get into this creative segment. So can you tell us when and why you started doing music?
I started doing music in middle school.
Right.
But music has always been.
What year was this?
This was, I would say, has to be in between maybe 2014 and 2016-ish.
Right.
Just like estimate. So my middle school that I went to, we were one of the schools that were chosen in one of the New York districts to get iPads.
Okay.
So when we got iPads, one day we was all in class, and I saw one of my friends on this app. It was GarageBand.
Oh, I know GarageBand.
Yeah, so when I got on GarageBand, that was the first time I had ever seen GarageBand to that extent on an iPad, and we got to make loops and create our own instruments and our own sounds and melodies or whatever. I was like, oh. So then we started having like a beat battle. Like everybody was making beats and showing them. Yeah, we was making them on there. Like, so then that happened.
Right.
I don't know what they did when they went home, but when I went home, I just took off immediately with all of it. I was making beats like it was no tomorrow. Like I just kept creating and creating and creating because I was so intrigued by it. And like I said, music has always been a big part of my life. Like I started dancing when I was 4.
4?
Yeah.
Where at? Like.
So I started dancing. It started all in my living room. My sister, my cousin, we would make dance routines. We would show the family.
Did you dance to like Disney Channel songs?
Yes.
Like what song?
We learned routines from Camp Rock and High School Musical.
Yes.
We did.
Yes.
We learned dance routines from there. And we made hip hop routines to hip hop records that were popular around that time.
Okay.
And so basically, music has always been so infectious to me. And the first thing that came to me was, aside from music, was dance.
Right.
Then I got to middle school and I got the iPad in my hand and I just started making beats and making music, and it just kept coming.
Okay.
I've always had a passion to sing. I just didn't always have the training to get there.
Like the vocals.
Yes.
Okay.
Until I did.
Right.
And once I did get them, it was like, oh, so like the picture is almost complete. Like, so
right.
I started taking vocal lessons with my vocal coach, and next thing you know, I'm singing songs and dancing, and acting. I'm like, wow, like what can get better than this? And I was making beats on top of that. Then during the pandemic, everybody was finding new hobbies.
Right. And TikTok came around too, though.
Yes.
You know, because for TikTok and COVID or whatever, it was an outlet for people to, you know, find themselves, whatever, you know. And I feel like TikTok and Instagram are very different, whatever, where TikTok you can express yourself more, you know, and Instagram, you know, just post pictures, whatever, post videos and stuff like that, you know, and like business
you know,
and stuff like that. But TikTok is more creative. TikTok is more cultural and a safe space.
Yeah, and much more like.
Because I could go on TikTok live and wear a bonnet to my head. And people don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, there definitely is like a norm with. There's a new norm with TikTok. TikTok is a little more informal, and it's an informal space, but you can still make money and monetize off of your art. Whereas Instagram, you can do the same thing, but TikTok has like a open norm of like, okay, the space is just like a little different and a little more informal.
Right. Not
So during the pandemic, when that came around, I never expected, with the exception of this one time when I was in like grade school maybe, and the teacher asked us what we wanted to be, and I think I said a DJ, but I wasn't like really I wasn't like, you know, passionate about it, you know?
Right.
Pandemic happened, I got on this Zoom call.
Right.
With DJ Booth.
DJ Booth.
Yes.
He's a person or
yeah,
like...
DJ Booth is a DJ.
Okay.
Yes, very successful DJ. So I was on this master class and he was just talking about DJing and whatnot. And then out of nowhere from there, one of my past teachers, she was on the Zoom call as well.
Oh wow.
And she
middle school?
Like, this is like the pandemic.
Oh, the pandemic.
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
So she was one of my teachers back when I was in like middle school.
Right.
But it was like after school program.
Right.
So she said, hey, I have this DJ board and I don't use it, and you seem very passionate about, or you seem very interested about the conversation.
Right.
And I would love to give it to you, and then, you know, you mess around with it and try DJing out and see what you think. So I had already been producing for a long time and like being a lover of music for a long time.
Right.
So DJing, humbly speaking, came very, very easy to me because I already had a sense of rhythm. I was singing, I was dancing. I already had a catalog in my mind of music that I know people want to hear. So it was just a matter of getting the groove going and continuing to go. So DJing came into the picture in 2020, and then I haven't picked up a new talent since then.
Right. No.
I'm a Gemini, so who knows? Something might just come up tomorrow, and I might want to chase alligators and capture them.
Hello, alligators.
But yeah, that's how my passion of music came about, and I would say a big responsibility for that is my inspirations of music. Those like Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Stevie Wonder, Tyler the Creator, Kendrick Lamar, Kehlani, Brandy. You know, the list goes on and on and on.
Right.
I saw how Michael's music and performance impacted the world, and I found Michael at a very, very young age. I found Michael around the time I was 4 or 5, and I think that was around the time he passed. I think I saw the Thriller music video, and I was like, oh.
And that was an amazing video, though. And I think it
was a movie.
Oh, it was a movie?
Damn near, because it had dialogue. I think it was like, I think it went down in history for being one of the most like just expressive and greatest music videos of all time. It had dialogue, it had scenes. It was damn near a short film, I believe, if you ask me.
Right.
So I saw how infectious that was, and I saw how he impacted people. So I was like, oh, yeah, I want to do that.
Period. That's what's. I like that. I really like that.
Thank you.
So when you're creating, are you chasing a feeling, story, or a sound? And how do you know when a track is done?
I like that question. When I'm creating, I try not to chase.
Right.
I try to be as authentic and open my mind and my heart up to whatever is coming to me.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching this interview with Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson said a lot of times when songwriters and artists are writing music,
right.
the music is writing itself.
Right.
Sometimes we're in the way. We're thinking like, oh, but will that sound? Like, for example, you and I could create a melody right now.
I love that part.
Like, and lo and behold, that could just be the song. But the problem is sometimes as creatives, we get in the way. We're like, well, will that work? Or maybe that sounds too commercial. Maybe that sounds like this. And it's like,
right.
That could be getting in the way, because who knows? That might be the melody to the hit record. It might
part,
be.
like from the lyrics to the beats to like the background sounds and stuff like that. And you're really good at that. That's what, when it comes to like the background sounds and I'm hearing these songs, I'm like, wait, like there's another person that's on this or whatever, or like there's this certain type of beat that I like that's flowing right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's like the creative story that I like from you when it comes to your music and stuff like that, you know. Mm-hmm. And I forgot to mention too, like, where are you from, by the way? I just wanted to know.
I'm from Harlem, New York.
I'm from Harlem too.
You are?
Yeah.
I thought you were from the Bronx.
Everybody says I'm from the Bronx, but I'm like, nah, I'm from Harlem. I grew up on 110. Yes, my guy. Like, what's good? Like, you know. I grew up in 110 Morningside. Mm-hmm. Where did you go? Where did you grow up in? What street?
I grew up mainly on the east side of Harlem.
Right.
Like my spots are the 3rd Avenue. Like especially during the summertime or when we were in middle school. As soon as we got to school, we went to 3rd Avenue. 3rd Avenue was just hot because it had everything. Especially if you're a kid who wants junk food.
That part.
Taco Bell. Burger King. I don't eat Burger King. Subways. A whole bunch of other just random stores. McDonald's.
Right.
Yeah, so that's my area, yeah. I went to school over there.
Okay, very good. Mm-hmm. I did went to school on 93rd Street.
Where?
Community Action.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a cool school, you know. We had like Party City, whatever. We had mad delis out there, whatever, and then we used to hang out. Me and my friends used to hang out by Douglas. You know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you know where Douglas is at. You know, on 103rd.
On the east or west side?
On west side. Frederick Douglass Boulevard.
Oh, I wasn't over there, but I know what you're talking about. There's a school over there, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I just grew up over there, whatever. But my family, like, they moved out of the west side, whatever, on 103rd, and they moved to Parkchester. You know, the Bronx.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Got
so I be telling everybody, like, girl, I am not from the Bronx. Like, if it give the Bronx, then no, I'm from Harlem. You know.
When did you move to Parkchester?
I didn't move to Parkchester. My grandmother and my cousins lived in Parkchester.
Oh,
so
okay.
I would go over there, you know, to sleep over on vacation, stuff like that. You know, to hang out with them. You know what I'm saying? So. Okay, I got you. Yeah, but so what's your creative process like when you're coming up with new music?
I'm either listening to music, and then I get inspired by things.
Right.
Or a lot of times when I'm dealing with contrast or moments of joy,
right.
I have those stories on my heart and on my mouth so much, it's like I just gotta get them out. Mm-hmm. So that happens, and sometimes the process looks different. Sometimes I'm in the comfort of my room and I got my LED lights on,
right.
my diffuser, and I'm just like locked in. Or sometimes a journal entry will be a song. For example, Head Above Water on the album, that was a journal entry.
I love that.
Thank you so much.
Can you
tell it was a journal entry?
No.
Oh, you couldn't tell?
I couldn't tell.
Wow, okay.
I could tell that it was a little meditation thing.
Oh, it's a journal entry.
You know, when it started playing whatever, I'm hearing the waves and stuff like that, and what I'm imagining is like I'm in the water, whatever. You know, my face is not shown yet. Mm-hmm. It's shown in those 5 seconds when the water's pushing me forward to the camera. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's really fire, whatever. And it's just like, I'm just like, wow, you know. And can you tell me a little more about Head Above Water?
Absolutely. So Head Above Water, it started as a journal entry.
Okay.
The first verse was, I wrote Head Above Water. I believe I was in, it was like the Christmas break season or area mm-hmm. of my sophomore year of college. Mm-hmm. It was either that or junior year. But I was on Christmas break and I was dealing with, you know how when you go to college and then you come back to environments that you grew up in and like people have known you ever since you were a kid?
Right.
So like they have to go through that adjustment period.
In your neighborhood.
Yes.
Yes.
So
yes.
Adjusting to who you are becoming.
Yes.
And they are hooked on who you were.
Because I think the one of the lyrics was, I don't mean to crash out, I believe. Is that it?
Don't need to crash out, I need to cry now.
Yes.
Nobody gets me, but somehow they know me.
Yes. Nobody gets me, but they...
somehow they know me.
Somehow they know
yeah.
me, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's very powerful.
Thank
you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say, like, mind you, like, and correct me if I'm wrong, whatever, you know, there's a saying where it's like, it's expensive to get back to yourself. You know,
wow.
When you get on the train, the plane, or a car, you know, when you hang out with like those toxic friends that you don't know yet that they're toxic, whatever, you find out later, whatever, mm-hmm. it's gonna be expensive to get back to yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, you know what, I'm done. You know, I need to get back to myself. How am I gonna get back to myself? It's gonna be so many trials and tribulations to get back to myself. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And one thing that I would say to like everybody, whatever, even to you, whatever, know when the assignment is done. That might sound mad shady, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But know when your assignment is done with the person. You know?
Yeah.
You know, Felicia, like, I really had a good run. I really had a good run or whatever, you know, but I think my assignment is done with you.
But know? Yeah. If Felicia gotta go.
Yeah.
And sometimes, right? Even with that, sometimes it's not even always that it's toxic people. Because sometimes it can be people who really are put in your life for a reason. And I like to think I know the people who are going to be in my lives for the rest of my life.
Right.
Like, I just know.
Right.
Sometimes it's even those closest people. Sometimes you just have to go through that readjustment period where they can get to know this new version of you. Right. And sometimes it can be very different. And it can be difficult because the people who you met in college, they met you as you were growing into that.
Right.
So they're used to that. But then the people who've known you since you were a kid, they're seeing these new things with you, but they want you to be how you were before. So until we get to that
point. But listen,
that's
that's a reflection of them.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's really a reflection of them. And you gotta realize that, like, damn, like, I don't wanna hang out with these people no more. Like, that ain't me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it'd be like that. I've had a few of those experiences.
Yo, I'm dead, like, you know.
But yeah, Head Above Water, the first verse was a journal entry.
Right.
And I was just talking about that and how just going from college, my happy place, the place where I feel like I can grow and flourish in the most freest state, and then coming back home where I have the comfort and I have the love, but I have too much familiarity. Am I saying this right?
Too much
familiarity. Oh my God. Do not bash us, guys.
Do not bash us.
Familiarity. I think I'm saying that right.
Familiarity.
It's going to be what we say it's going to be because y'all know what we're talking about.
Hello.
Yeah, it's just like everyone is just so familiar with how you used to be, and you're so familiar with how things used to be. So like that level of comfort, it can keep you a little stagnant in your growth.
And you cannot be stagnant in a place that you don't like, whatever.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to grow.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Because for me specifically, since I'm a Scorpio, whatever, we always go through rebirth after rebirth after rebirth. Mm-hmm. And we're not the same person like last week or a few months ago or even 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? We're always constantly changing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like for Scorpios and for me, it's like I'm the death in all this with many different phases of my life. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like I can look back at my old self like, hey, like, you know, it's been a good run and I love you at the end of the day, but I gotta be in the main focus, you know, and I gotta be my main character. Hello.
Sorry, you did that. Sorry, you did
out now, like, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, it's so funny that you said change so much because, like I said, the first verse was the journal entry.
Right.
So the first verse and the chorus was done. I wrote that in my journal.
Right.
And that was my entry for the night. Then we get back to school. It's senior year.
Senior year of college. Oh no.
Yes. Of college.
Of college.
Yes.
Oh yes. I forgot you're graduating. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Congratulations though.
Thank you so much.
Though.
So now, last semester, the album has to be turned in a month. So I have to finish the record finally. So what I was gonna do was I was gonna have one of my friends, George Reed, who's also on the album, by the way, doing backgrounds and piano. Okay. Shout out to George.
George Reed, if you're watching, put a comment down below. Okay.
he gonna be there.
Like that part.
So George was supposed to. We got into the studio and we were gonna record acoustic guitar for the track.
Right.
We were facing so much technical difficulties in the studio and in post production. It just wasn't working. So what happened was, I told George, I was like, hey, the album has to be turned in, and I have to submit this, and if I don't submit it in time, it will delay the album process. So I had to change the entire outlook for the song because of things that were out of both of our control. Right. And that's what it is with being a creative, being an artist. Sometimes things don't go as planned, so you gotta learn how to pivot and move on to another plan. So I made sure to call him because I really wanted George to be a part of that song as well as George did. But it's just our schedules and the technical difficulties, it wasn't like leading us up to each other. So I had to go in and just look for and create an entire new moment for Head Above Water. And I feel like it happened for a reason because it definitely put me in a position where I know how to adjust to change quicker. Because although that wasn't the ideal way that I wanted it to come out. Right. It had to happen, and it happened, and now I made a beautiful song that I would cherish for the rest of my life. And now I love the song, top to bottom. Like, I was so happy that it happened. So it's ironic that you kept saying change. Right. No, I love that though. So for artists watching you rise, who don't have a big team or label backing them yet, was one mindset or move that helped you keep going? If your friends are not your biggest supporters, I don't know, man. Look for some. Because when I tell you my friends are literally like my biggest support group, cheerleaders, creative consultants, all of that. I have an amazing support system of friends and family who are always backing me up. So I would say you're independent, but not really. Right. The people who are around you who really care about you and support you and know your ins and outs. They're those people who want to help. Right. Let them help. Use your judgment. Use your own discernment, but let them in. Right. It's going to be helpful to you. And get a calendar. That part. Get a calendar. Get a journal, because when you're working on so many projects at once, it's easy to slip up, and the next thing you know, something is parlayed and slipping through the cracks. So I would say that is the best piece of advice I can give you, or at least one of the best pieces of advice. Right. No, I feel you. And I feel like one big piece of advice that my friend told me when I'm just going through the range and stuff like that, I'm just going through a lot. She tells me listen, you can cry about it now, but you have 24 hours to get back to yourself again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's real. It might take a day or two, whatever, but you gotta get back to yourself. Right. And it's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? So as a person, I'm so I don't put my emotions off at all. I feel like we need those spaces. Right. To feel, because you know what I'm saying. We can't just get in front of the camera and pretend like everything is fine. That's not me. You know. I do believe in perseverance, but I also believe that we should hold space for those human moments where we can say, all right, I'm not good right now, I'm overwhelmed, I need a second, but don't stay there. Don't stay there. Because you got to pick it up at some point. No shade, that part. And it really depends who you have in your circle. Right. That's pushing you down, Holding you down. You don't want to get pushed down. Pushing you down. You don't want to be pushed, you want to be held down. My father showed me this. It's a person name. It's feng shui, where feng shui is you gotta arrange your environment, whatever, arrange the things that you have
you know, to make some new space, whatever.
Uh-huh.
You know, because when I was staying with my father, whatever, you know, I got rid of my mattress. Whatever, because there was old energy in that. You know,
that's so
old energy in that, you know, so I got a new one. I was like, yeah, I need some new energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, period.
That's so real. I never thought about it like that.
I think it's feng shui, you know what I'm saying? But if it's feng shui, then I'm going to put it down below, you know what I'm saying? So, I know it's feng shui though, you know, so, yeah. So, momentum can be loud. How do you stay grounded and protect your creativity when everything starts moving fast?
Prayer.
Okay, prayer.
Journaling.
Mm-hmm.
This part is really hard, but it's so simple.
Mm-hmm.
Rest/sleep.
Yes.
Like, it's so, when you don't get your rest, it throws off everything. It throws off breakfast, meditation, prayer, preparation, wardrobe. Because if you wake up late, how you going to get that outfit and put it on?
Like,
you got to be in class in an hour.
Standing in the class, like, I don't know what to wear, like, you know.
You didn't brush your teeth yet.
That part. You didn't even eat yet.
You didn't even eat. The crazy part is food can't even be on the mind at some point when you aren't waking up on time because you got to be in class in an hour.
That part. No shade.
So, journaling, prayer, and rest.
Yes.
That is like the best recipe for that.
Yes. So, as an independent artist, you put your talent everywhere. Online, live, in the streets. What's been the most powerful way you connected with new listeners?
On TikTok Live, when I do my DJ sets, I meet people from...
You be doing it here or like somewhere else?
I do them here. I restarted them over break at my house.
Okay.
And I just meet people from all over the country or the world. And what I do is when I DJ, I also play my music.
Right.
And they're like, there's no better feeling than when they're in the comments like, what song is this? I like this. I'm like, oh, it's Just Friends by Tayon. And by the way, I'm Tayon, so y'all should go get that. Because then you get new listeners. Right. You have supporters on TikTok, but you get new listeners, and that goes towards royalties and streams and whatnot. Now you're expanding your village.
I love that. You always gotta expand your village. Yes. You know, expand your tribe. You know?
Yes. That's the name of my fan army.
The village.
Yes.
I like that. Period. So
Visa.
That part. Hello. So your talent shows in many different spaces like the stage, visuals, studio. Where do you feel most yourself as an artist? Because April 11th, 2025, you performed at the Garden of Dreams. How was that for you?
You found that.
I found that. I did my research. You know.
I would say, I feel. You said where I feel most of myself.
Yeah. You mean say it to you again?
Yeah.
So your talent shows at many different spaces like the stage, visuals, studio. Where do you feel most yourself as an artist?
I would say the stage. You know why? Because I get to be everything. I get to be the musician, the singer, the dancer, the actor, the DJ.
Right.
I get to do all of that on stage. So I would definitely say the stage.
Okay.
As for the Garden of Dreams talent show, the Garden of Dreams talent show is something that I've been doing ever since 2019.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yes. So ever since I've been doing it with 2019.
So like 6 years.
Yeah.
6 years, right?
Yeah, about ooh. Because we did skip a show.
2019.
During the pandemic, so we didn't do a 2020 show.
Right.
I don't think we did a 2021 show either. I'm not sure, but I've been doing that show since 2019. I was doing the show with a performance arts organization that I've been working with ever since I was a kid.
Right.
It's called Scan Harbor. Well, now it's called Tony Duke Performing Arts Academy.
And I have that right here, because August...
You are on it!
Like, come on, like...
You are on
I
it!
have that right here.
Yes, you are on it.
Because I put August 20th, 2024, the non-profit organization Tony Duke Performing Arts Center, Scan Harbor.
Academia.
Yes, and the theme was toxic beauty standards with social media, you know. Mm-hmm. But what I wanted to backtrack with the Garden of Dreams, whatever, Penn Badgley named you in the audience, whatever.
Yes.
How did that feel as a creative artist, whatever, and how did that feel as an actor himself or whatever, you know, to introduce you and your music and yourself or whatever? Because Penn Badgley on his show, I was like, I'm a fan favorite of him, you know, and I really hope I meet him one day, you know what I'm saying? So it's
I
just
hope
like,
to see Pan again too. One day we'll cross paths again.
Yeah.
So it was amazing, and I met Pan Badgley backstage.
Okay.
How
was he like as a person?
Just like.
And he a Scorpio too, you know that?
I did not know that Pan was a Scorpio.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. They say Geminis and Scorpios don't get along. I love them. I have so many Scorpio friends. I'm confused.
I'm confused. Like, I have Gemini friends, you know.
So I met Pan Badgley backstage, regular person.
Right.
Like very regular, very cool. He started talking to us about his process with getting into acting and working in the city and whatnot, and it was just so regular. And you'd be surprised. Most celebrities that I meet, they are like that. Okay. They're just regular people, and if to be honest, I feel like when dealing with celebrities, folks shouldn't lionize them and be in the mindset, oh my god, my god, my god. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time, they're always in front of people. Right. They're always in front of a camera. And on top of that, with that comes with constant perception and judgment.
Yes.
So when they're around regular people, I don't know if I should say regular people, but like, you know, everyday people like us, it's refreshing because it's like, oh my goodness, I can be like a person. Right. Then it gets a little like, when you're like, oh my gosh, look, that's you.
Oh my god, like, it's Rihanna, look. Like, yeah, you know. Like, girl, even though you're fangirling, calm down. Like, have a conversation like, oh, hi, Rihanna, I'm a big fan of you, you know? Like,
I'd pull up to Rihanna, like, so regular.
You know what's crazy? I was seeing on Instagram last night of her at a grocery store.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And some old lady was next to her. I think she did not know her, though, you know what I'm saying? And her security was, like, right over here. So her security was really on it, like on top of her, whatever, making sure she was good. And somebody was recording her.
I know, I saw that.
And I was just like, you don't gotta record her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just walk up to her, casually, like, oh, like, do you think this orange look good? You know? Like, I would like make some awkward thing, like, you know.
She might laugh at you. I don't know, but for me, I wouldn't have even recorded her.
Right. No.
She's shopping for groceries for her and her family.
Right.
It's weird. Imagine you shopping for your groceries for your family and somebody's in your face like this.
I'm a very observant person.
Me too.
And I always like make sure my surroundings is good. When I'm taking an apple, whatever, you know, this apple is really good, then I'm just like, I feel like someone's watching me. Oh, he recorded me. I'm like, how you doing? Like, I know you're a big fan of me, no shame.
Oh,
that part.
Maverick, you are funny.
Oh my god, thank you. Stop. Oh my god, like.
But yes, it was just an honor to be introduced by him and to be acknowledged by him. Yeah, it was a really great feeling. Okay. That night, I also met Lola Brooke backstage too.
Lola performed last semester.
And when I met her, I said, you know, you're coming to Purchase, like, I think a week from now, a few weeks. She's like, yeah. I said, I'm going to be there. She was like, what, for real? And Lola,
I was dead in the front too. Like,
did you get a chance to like meet her or like interact with her?
No, not interact with her. Like,
she was on the security guard's shoulder. I know,
right?
She was on the security guard's shoulder. And she recognized me, yeah.
She was like, run the man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But yes, it's an honor to be acknowledged by those influential people.
Yes. Yeah. For the nonprofit organization for the 22 Performing Thing Art Center, you guys chose toxic beauty standards for social media. And when I seen that video with the young girls, whatever, like, why did you choose that theme?
So that was
because I worked with kids before, you know, for all my life, like when I was like 16 all the way to like what 20, 23, 22, you know what I'm saying? And we always choose a theme for kids, you know. But this theme right here, can you tell me a little more about that?
Yes, right, cool. So we were working over the summer, and I actually still work with them.
Oh, you still work with them?
Yeah, I'm a music teacher, so that's where I do.
I love that.
Yeah, thank you so much. So I still work with them. The project came to my mind when I was teaching a class that summer, and I was talking to them about what do they feel like is important that they would like to make art about. I think it's very important to ask any artists, I don't care how young or how old they are, what do you want to do? Because the passion and the care for it is what's going to fuel a great performance. So during the summer, we were talking about toxic beauty standards as young women and that they face. And so I just created a space where they spoke about all of the negative influences that society perpetuates onto girls, and with face modification, body modification, and living up to these toxic standards that strip them away from who they are at their core.
Toxic trait.
We're gonna get into that too because that's a song.
That part.
That's a song. So yeah, we developed that idea from that conversation. And then I chose Unpretty by TLC. Unpretty was a song that I discovered from TLC back when I was like really young. Whatever year TLC dropped their biopic movie, like on VH1, that was the first time I ever heard about TLC. So from then, I went into the discography, and now I'm like a diehard TLC fan. And Unpretty was one of those songs that really stuck with me. Ooh, excuse me. So when I was just thinking about what song to choose to have the girls sing about, to have the girls perform, I chose that one. I thought it was so perfect. The girls heard it, they loved it. I did my own arrangement with it and made it cool. And we shot a video for it, put it on YouTube, and it did so well that it got recognized by the original group members, T-Boz and Chili from TLC.
Okay.
So that meant a lot.
Okay, I like that.
Thank you.
For toxic trait though, let me ask you something. What's your toxic trait?
That I think I don't have one.
Yes! I think I don't have one.
I don't have one. Can I tell you the meaning behind that?
Yes, please.
So when I say that, in my mind, a toxic trait is something that you can control, but you choose not to because it provides some sort of rush or excitement in a relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I saw this one video where this girl was like, my toxic trait is she'll start an argument with her man just because she's bored. She can control that, but she don't have to do that, but she's choosing not to because it's exciting. That's toxic. And maybe
and you're bored,
you're bored. So then I started thinking about, well, what's my toxic trait? And I'm just like, I think I don't have one. And some people think that's problematic.
Right.
And I just wear it. Okay. You think it's problematic for me?
No.
The sun gonna come up tomorrow.
The sun gonna come up tomorrow. So, and the moon gonna shine on you at the night because it's a brand new day. You have 24 hours. The moon is out, everything is done. When the sun comes up, it's a brand new day.
And if you're still mad, that's your problem.
And if you're still mad, you're still pressed. Hello.
I was just gonna say that. Hello.
So, how do you balance between creating music, social time with friends, and family and school?
That's a great question. I don't think it's like a one-size-fits-all kind of answer. I think that scheduling is like the biggest thing ever, and scheduling that goes with everybody, with family and with friends and music and all of it. You have to make time for those things. If you don't, you'll find that you're 6 months into the year and you haven't done much hanging out, or you feel like you're slipping away from DJing or singing or dancing or whatever the case may be, or you haven't seen your family in a long time. So it's like you got to make time for it. So I would say just prioritize carving out time for those things.
Okay. I like that. So what does hard work look like when no one's watching?
Consistency. Hard work when nobody's watching is literally that, working when nobody's watching.
Right.
Especially being a content creator, there's times where you get shadow banned, or your followers go through that drought where like they're not very active, or your followers are not seeing your content. So
it's the algorithm.
Yeah.
I feel like when I post and I'm always following the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the best day to post is like Fridays and Saturdays, because that's where people it's more active. They going to outside, whatever, parties, whatever, meeting their friends, and then Sunday is very chill because they're at home. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's when they're more active. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I think hard work looks like still working hard and still showing up for yourself.
Right.
When nobody's there, or when you can't see that anybody is there.
Right.
But believe it or not, a lot of times, even when you think nobody's watching, people are watching.
Do you think, in a spiritual sense, or whatever, like, do you think your higher self is watching you?
Higher self meaning
like there's another version of you that's like and that's doing this right now, but doing something beyond. you know?
If anything, what I would say is, I would say God,
right,
my ancestors, angels, they're watching me. Like, I always feel very protected by them, and they're always such a motivation during moments of triumph and contrast.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I figure that's what's up.
Thank you.
So let's talk behind the hustle.
Mm-hmm.
How much of your work came from trusting your own vision versus listening to outside advice, and how did you learn when to do which?
I would say most of my work comes from a mix of both, but mainly trusting my intuition. I thank God that I've been blessed with such really good discernment, and it's working out for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very open to feedback, but like I said, because of my discernment, I feel like I can decipher when something is working for me and when something is, well, maybe that worked for someone else, but it's not for me, and it's not gonna work for me. My aunt has this saying of chew the meat, spit out the bones.
Chew the meat,
spit out the bones.
Spit out the bone.
Basically, take what you can, digest that, and whatever you don't want, which is the bones, you gotta spit that out. You can just leave that there.
Right.
So I would say my intuition as an artist so heavily like the gas to the car that keeps me going. And as an artist, you need to have that, because a lot of times you might do something that you're really passionate about, and you might hear a bunch of no's in the room. Does that mean that you should scrap the whole thing because everyone else said no? If you have that gut feeling that what you're doing is working and that this is for you and this is what's happening, do it.
And that you see the vision.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see the vision, but you do.
Right.
You know, because you're the artist, you're the writer, and you're everything in between.
Yeah.
You know, because you gotta trust that vision, trust the path that you're going on right now.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like when you overthink and you're like, oh, I don't want to do this no more, whatever, there's gonna be either a person or there's gonna be a thing that's gonna motivate you. You know, sometimes when I'm on TikTok, whatever, it'll be a random video where it's like, you gotta do what you gotta do, so keep on going. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh wait, like this is really speaking to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I didn't even say nothing, whatever, on my, because my phone will be off.
Yeah.
And when I be on TikTok, that happens. So it's like, you gotta do what you gotta do to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so, period.
No comment.
No comment. So, November 8th, 2025, main character was out on the billboard in Times Square. What did you feel in that moment, and how did it motivate you to push further?
So the first time it happened, in that day, I took the Metro North to the city.
Right.
As soon as I got there, I already had a photographer there, and I had my entire support group there. Garden of Dreams, who does the Garden of Dreams talent show, they were there, the photographer was there,
mm-hmm.
and as soon as I got there, my billboard had a timestamp. I believe it was every 7th minute of every hour. So I was
every 7th minute
of every hour. So like 7:07, 8:07.
Oh damn! Every hour?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Thank you.
What time you got there?
So when I got there, I'm trying to figure out if it was like 4 or like after that. Once I got there, the billboard was going up within like 60 seconds. So imagine coming to the heart of Times Square.
Mm-hmm.
You have so many people, strangers around, but you also have a very big support group, and everyone's telling you, pose here, stand there. Hey, listen, the billboard's coming up in like 60 seconds. We gotta go.
Right.
So I didn't get a chance.
Crossing and stuff like that.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance
to take... Main character's out. No, main character's out. Come on, move out my way. Try to take a picture.
Yeah, that's how I don't want to say it was overstimulating when I first got there.
Right.
So I have my big support group. I have my mom there. I have my close friends, best friends, like brothers and sisters there. I have like aunts there, cousins, family, everybody's there. They're all saying, Tayon, look here. The photographer's telling me to look somewhere. I'm like, okay.
Bing, 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 bing. Like,
she's setting me up for the shot.
Right.
Setting me up for the shot. And then that was supposed to be a demo shot. She goes, oh, wait, that's your billboard. So pose. I didn't get a chance to see my billboard the first time it came up when I was there. So I'm just posing, and I only had about 30 seconds.
Right.
So I was just posing.
Like bling.
Yeah.
Bling.
And it happened so quick. So then we waited another hour.
Right.
This is how crazy and how divine this experience was.
Mm-hmm.
You know Wicked.
Yes.
So this is what happened. So this is how chaotic it got after the first time I took the pictures in front of the billboard. So George had the camera. He was in position to take the shot from where he was.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica Vosk was in Times Square, and she goes around in the city doing interviews with people. Jessica Vosk is one of the Alphabas, and she was just on Hell's Kitchen, the Alicia Keys musical.
Right.
So George and I, we know Jessica Vosk. George goes, mind you, the shot or the billboard is about to come up in like within a few seconds. George goes, Tayon, that's Jessica Vosk. I was like, really? Where? She's doing interviews. George was in that spot to take the shot. I don't know where.
Doing interviews with random people?
Yes. Okay. Asking like wicked trivia questions because the wicked rollout was happening, the part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, George was in position to take the shot.
Right.
I look back, George was gone. I don't know where George went.
Where did George go? Oh my God. He's with Jessica Vosk.
Dude, he's getting interviewed by Jessica Vosk.
So he walked away.
He walked away. But this is how real George Reed is. George is getting interviewed. George goes, my friend Tayon is dropping his album and his billboard is about to show up.
Oh, so he walked away for a reason.
The best alley-oop in history.
Like,
Jessica Vosk comes up to me and my friends, starts interviewing us about wicked trivia questions.
right.
We're just going off, right? Out of nowhere, Jessica Vosk is now interviewing me, talking about my album. And as she's interviewing me, boom, my billboard comes up.
Hello.
It was so insane that we were literally talking about Jessica Vosk that entire time and also leading up to weeks and weeks and weeks before that. And then she was there when I had my billboard in Times Square. Like, it was just such a divine experience having that. You know what I'm saying?
How did you get your thing on your album on the billboard? Like, did you speak to anybody that it was like, hey, I want my album on this billboard?
So there is a website. I think it's called Welcome to Times Square, and they have different packages that you can purchase that can get your billboard on Times Square.
Was it expensive?
Yes, and perhaps I'm gonna do it again because
it's worth it though.
Yeah, because
I don't care.
It's an investment.
It's an investment.
Yeah.
Hello.
And it's something like people you don't know going like, hey, that's you. Oh my gosh, wow. And I have my QR code up there so they can scan it and revisit the album or go to the Spotify or the Apple Music links and they can visit the album from there.
And I feel like for streamers, I think on Spotify you had 4.4K streams on Spotify or I think any other music platform.
Yeah, I think I did. When my fan base was sending me like all of their wrapped up Spotify and Apple Music things, like I'm being at like the top of the list in like the top 5 and whatnot.
Right.
I think they were showing me how many hours they played my music, and I do think I was at 4.4K hours on Spotify. I think so.
Cause when we had that break for January, whatever, and I was on my way to North Carolina, I was like, yo, like I need some new music to listen to, so I listened to your music on the plane, and I was like, you can't dance like this, like this.
That's fraud.
I'm like, okay, and then my favorite one was Typo. Who outside tonight
looking for me?
Who outside and they looking for me? I was like, wait, hold on, let me run this back.
Which is actually, it's the Black History Month anthem.
Yes, happy Black History Month to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I was in the hub, I said happy Black History Month to everybody, and they looked at me like I had 8 eyes. I said, wow.
8 eyes?
Yes, I said happy Black History Month everybody, and everybody just looked at me. Maybe they wanted the sandwich.
What sandwich?
You know, like the deli spot. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were online for the sandwiches. Maybe they wanted that.
Like, oh yeah, y'all listen to my music? What are you talking about? Like, I'm showing. But when I was listening to Typo, whatever, I really liked it. You know what I'm saying? Because it felt chaotic in a good way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like I imagine it as I'm on campus, you know, and you're just walking down whatever, you know what I'm saying, and then people dancing in the background. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's how I see it, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I want to be in that music video or whatever, and I want to wear like a bob, be the news reporter like, reporting to live, Purchase College. People are, you know, I'll be wearing a bob, like, you know, like.
I will think about you when I shoot the video.
Yo. But when I was listening to your songs on the plane, I was like, yo, like, this album is really good.
Thank you.
Main character, when your mom came in the end or whatever, almost toward the end, whatever, I was like, damn, That's really sweet. You know what I'm saying? That you had your mom on this album, whatever. And then you had somebody else. I don't know who was
I had my friend Chanel. She
Chanel.
was the first one, and then my mother was the last one.
Okay.
My mother, I needed to include her on that because my mother was a big part of my journey.
Right.
When I started performing and doing these shows and taking up all these different disciplines, they're not cheap, one.
Right.
So she had to invest in those for me. And she was taking me all up and through New York for performances, sessions, shoots, auditions, all of it. You know, so my mom was a huge part of my experience. So, and there's nothing like hearing "I'm proud of you" from your mother. There's nothing.
Right.
There's nothing like hearing "Son, I'm so proud of you."
Son, I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
You're doing your big one. Like, keep on going.
Yes.
Like, I'm just like, yes.
And my mother's really supportive. Like, she is the bomb. She trusts me. When y'all think that I'm just sitting on music, trust me, she's sending it to everybody, trying to get me on every platform.
Hello.
Mom is outside.
She outside.
She
will always be outside. Hello.
Yes. I literally needed to have my mother on that last part of the song. And the album closes out with her.
Right.
You know, so it's just an ode and a thank you.
Yes, I like that. The songs that I really like from this album, I'm about to find it right now. No shade. Hold on. Where's it at? Yes, right here. Of course, Typo.
Typo.
Big Black Truck.
Yes.
Some days today.
It's up to us.
Yes. And Cry for Me.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, period.
Why do you like those songs?
I feel like for Cry for Me, I feel like I'm in a relationship or like in a situationship. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, I'm not gonna cry for you, you know, if you're not putting in the effort.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, for every person that I talk to, whatever, it's just like, yeah, I cry, whatever, this and that, there, whatever, but at the end of the day, I gotta buck the fuck up, you know, and focus on myself, you know, because if I'm not focusing on myself, then who am I focusing on? You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Cry for Me. If I could give like a little insight on that.
No, yeah.
Cry for Me came about. SZA had just around.
Oh, we love SZA.
Oh, I love SZA.
We love SZA.
I love SZA. Cry for Me came out around the time SZA dropped her deluxe album of SOS Lana. I was so moved by the album and inspired by it.
Right.
The lyrics for Cry for Me, I knew Cry for Me was gonna be one of those ones because Cry for Me was so easy to write.
Right.
Because it was such a true experience, and I'm a very kind person with a very giving heart, and I feel a lot. So a lot of times I feel as though those aspects of me can be taken for granted.
Right.
And a lot of times, greedy people, they just want to take from you, but they don't want to even give like a small percentage of themselves.
Right.
Whenever you need a small percentage of them. So it's funny how you associated it with a relationship, because I saw it as it can fit anywhere.
Okay.
Platonically, romantically, I like just dealing with people who just want to take from you.
Right.
But they don't want to give anything back. So
you know what's crazy for
Me.
Cry for Me? I did a poem back in like 2024. You know what I'm saying? Around 2025, I was going through a lot. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I want to speak up for like, you know, what I'm going through, whatever, you know. And I did poetry.
Yeah.
I performed as not myself or whatever, but as I put a stage name as King Clarity. You know, King Clarity is a person who is like an evolved version of me. You know, and with King Clarity, whatever, I had a platform where I did tarot and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I still do it sometimes, but I'm just focused on film right now. When I did Misunderstood, whatever, it was talking about how I'm very misunderstood in friendships, family, and stuff like that. You know, and there's one quote that I wrote there was, playing tug of war never had time for my needs, was only around to water the seeds, but nothing ever really grows, if something like that. Yeah. I forgot.
Oh, I feel you though. I'm with you.
Yeah. And when I had...
I just laughed because you were like, it was so deep.
It was so deep.
And then something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, damn.
But I think it's like playing tug of war never had time for my needs was only around to water the seeds, but nothing ever really grows if they choose to stay, you know? Because it's like I'm pouring into you and it's still the same. Now I gotta pour into myself.
Right.
You know? So, yeah, period. So, when things slow down or get quiet, what keeps you disciplined instead of discouraged?
That's a great question. I would say the most of the time when that happens is when I don't have a lot of clarity in my life, and what I do to get clarity, I meditate and I pray.
Okay. How long do you meditate for?
It depends on the day.
Right.
It really depends.
Because I normally like meditate for like 15 minutes.
Word?
15, yeah.
I feel like that's happened before with me.
15?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like sometimes I meditate and I stay in it and I'm just like, oh, I'm just living.
Right. I do want to get a sound bowl though.
What's that?
A sound bowl?
Oh, is that like the metal?
Yes, the metal. And then you have this like this stick thing where you tap in and you know.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that's what it was called.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I pray and meditate, I feel like I just get so much clarity from that.
Right.
Yeah. So, excuse me. Taking care of yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually.
Yes.
Is so significant to anything that you want to do. Like,
right.
I don't care if you want to file papers. I don't care if you want to get on stage and sing songs. Life is life regardless. And sometimes things slip through the cracks and we don't get a chance to be prepared for it.
Right.
So sometimes clarity is like the best mindset or the best aspect to have. Because you can't go nowhere if you can't see. You know what I'm saying? It's just chaos and dysfunction. So I would say clarity or meditation and prayer provides clarity to that.
I feel like to find peace, and correct me if I'm wrong, whatever, to find peace you need to go through the chaos to find who you are.
The discomfort too, yeah.
The discomfort, you know. It's going to get ugly, it's going to get hard or whatever, but you got to find yourself. Because there's other people that are waiting for you on the other side. Like, yo, like, you did it, you know, like, you can still go on your journey, you know what I'm saying? So
crazy part is the future you is also waiting for you on the other side.
And that's your higher self. That's the future you. You know, period. So, what's a habit or routine you had to build to take your music from a passion to something serious?
I feel like it was always serious from jump. Yeah, I feel like once I started doing it, I knew like this is what I wanted to do. And I knew that from a very young age. And I've had so many people tell me, but you know, you're so young, you don't know what you want to do, you don't know what. And it's like, I understand where you're coming from. However, God shows me the picture, clear as day. And I don't deny what my gut, what my heart is telling me. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. Yeah.
Yeah, that part. So, let's get into motivation and mindset. How do you evolve your music? Is it inspiration from beats, artists, or something inspiring from the outside?
Listening to different artists. Educating myself on a plethora of different things, and experiencing life.
Right.
Sometimes what I do is I might take a break from writing or take a break from music and just experience life.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And what that also entails with doing the things that make us human outside of our careers and paths. You know what I'm saying? Like doing the hobbies, hanging out with friends, playing video games.
Right.
Talking on the phone with your friends, not even to like ask for anything or plan nothing. I just want to talk to you, and we could just
sit on FaceTime with you.
Like, like just
girl, I'm about to cook or whatever. You know, you should come over though. Like,
and yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, just experiencing life. Those moments are very, very important, and that is what goes into the music.
Right.
And sometimes the best way to take care of it is knowing when to step away and be like, all right, I need a break. Because burnout is real too.
Burnout is definitely real. Yeah. And you got to realize when you got to take time to yourself, you know, because you're all over the place. And sometimes when you have burnout, you get sick.
Oh, what? Yes.
You get sick.
Yeah.
Oh, like, girl, why am I sick? Why am I 101 degrees?
Yeah.
Because I burnt out working being with friends, whatever, all the time outside, or partying and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and so much more. You know, you gotta take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree with that. That's real.
So when it comes to like artists, whatever, and I know it's not one of the questions or whatever, but I thought of this. Like, who do you want to collab with? Tiana Taylor, Kehlani, LMA, or Destin Conrad.
I have to choose out of all 4 of them?
Or you could choose anything outside from that.
I could collaborate. There's so many people I want to collaborate with. Everybody on this wall, I would love to work with.
Even Sabrina Carpenter. I feel like Sabrina Carpenter would eat down. She would eat down.
Absolutely. I would be curious to experiment with Sabrina Carpenter.
Like do a remix for her.
A remix, but an official song with her and I together.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to just see what that will look and sound like, because I can flip into so many different things. Like now I'm like main character, you hear so many different genres and influences on the track.
Right.
And they all like mesh. Like I would love to see what kind of song her and I would make.
Right.
But the list goes on, but I would love to do something with Kehlani. Kehlani and I
would eat down.
And a lot of my friends, and along with my mother wants me to work with her so
I'm about to tag Kehlani in this. Like,
tag her.
I'm about to tag Kehlani. Like, Kehlani, if you're watching, I'm tagging you down below. You need to collab with him.
Kehlani, this is how real it is, right?
Like, this is how real it is.
My most streamed song, I believe, is Toxic Trait.
Right.
But my most popular song is Just Friends. Kehlani, you inspired Just Friends.
Oh.
When you dropped this album.
And what's this album right here?
This is While We Wait 2. Her mixtape, to be technical.
Yes.
But all the Kehlani fans, you know, I Love Us, we slept on this album. Like, there's no skips on this album at all. I think
she came out with a new album, Out the Window.
That's a new single.
That's a new single. That's a new single. Yes.
My song.
Yes.
That's a song that I wish I wrote. Produced, and recorded it, and dropped it.
I feel like for Out the Window, I feel like I would love to see a collab with you and her on Out the Window. Cause
the people talking
like the people need to
people are talking.
Tag Kehlani, hit her up like yo Kehlani, collab with Tayon.
Tell Kehlani to listen, Just Friends.
Just Friends and Typo. No shade.
The whole album, why not?
The whole album, cause you'll love it. Like period. Yeah. So, what does success mean to you beyond followers?
I love that question. Success can be self-defined. For me, with my art, ever since I was a kid, I always said I want to change the world with music.
Okay.
As long as I am making art that is true to me, that I enjoy, and I'm impacting people's lives in a way that is insightful, joyful, and educational.
Okay.
And I'm able to have it fund and support my life, I'm great.
Period.
I'm great, and I strive to be one of the people who young men and young girls will see on TV and go, oh, he won a Grammy? One day, I can do that. Because when I was a little boy, I always loved award shows. I still do to this day.
When I was like 10 or 11 watching award shows, my father. Watching the shows, my father. Like, Daddy, wait. Put it on, please.
Like, the performances, the awards, the red carpet. Like, I just strive to be a motivation for the younger generation. Because I think one of the ways where society, we could do better, I think we should pour into the younger generation more, because they are our futures. When we get old and we start having to retire and do everything, they gonna be the doctors, the police officers, the educators.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We should pour into them so when they come up, they can set the example for the ones under them, and also take care of our society. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like when you have kids one day, you want to pass along down your music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to expand on this for my father. You know, when
legacy,
that part. So. What fear did you have to face head on in order to evolve as both an artist and a person?
Oh my goodness. Trusting myself.
Right.
I'm so open-minded, and I'm so open to so many different perspectives. It's like when you get hit with all that information, it's like, how do you honor all these different pieces of advice and perspectives, but also trying to stay true to you? sometimes when you take all that in, you can lose sight of what you actually want and how you actually feel. You know what I'm saying? Because all people do is tell you, take feedback, listen to criticism. You got to be able to do that. And that's true. That's very, very true. However, don't lose yourself. Excuse me.
Right. Don't lose yourself.
Don't lose yourself. Don't lose your passion and what it is that you want to do, because that's what brought you here in the first place.
So I love that.
Trusting yourself. It was very scary when I first started doing it, but I've been doing it for some time now and doing pretty well at it. So
that bar. So, how has your mindset around patience and timing changed since you first started making music?
I would definitely say I'm more patient, and I've been like this since a young performer, but I definitely respect process more.
Okay.
Process meaning everything leading up to the final thing. Everything that comes before the final thing. So everything that came before dropping the album.
Right.
Everything that comes before performing at Radio City.
Right.
Everything that comes before performing at Madison Square Garden. If you built this thing solid,
right,
taking your time and make sure you're doing that you're doing it right and effectively, the foundation will be strong.
Right.
So the more blocks that you build, you'll be straight. You don't have to worry about anything caving in and breaking, because you spent so much time molding and crafting and respecting the time that you built with the foundation, you know?
Because you gotta be patient with your foundation. If you rush your foundation, it's gonna crumble down. Or it's gonna look messed up.
Or you're risking it. You might get lucky, because people get lucky.
That part.
People get lucky out here.
Do you move on impulsive decisions, or do you move on intellectualness? Or logic, that's how, you know.
I'd say both.
Both what?
I both like to craft things out and plan them.
Right.
So I can have a foundation. But I'm also a big fan of leaving space for the spontaneous moments.
Okay.
Because sometimes those spontaneous moments can be the big shifting factor, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, for example, I was doing this show sophomore year. I used to do this thing on campus called OMC, Open Mic Crew.
Okay.
And like me and all my friends, we did performances in Whitson's. So we had a run of the show. And my friend Joanna, she comes up to me, she goes, Tay, I know I was supposed to do this jazz song, but based off how the crowd is feeling and how the show is going, I want to do the Shaka Khan song. And I'm like, are you sure? She's like, I just got this feeling. I think I should do it. Trust me. You got to trust me. And I was like, it was very spontaneous. We didn't rehearse it that way. And it was already on the set list. So I was like, okay, I trust you.
Right.
And she woke the crowd up.
They woke the cloud. I said cloud. They woke the crowd out of slumber.
Like, yo, and like the energy was like they were enjoying it, but it was in like a very monotone moment. We were looking for that. You know how when you go to a show and you can tell like, okay, the show really started, because now we really feel the audience. Joe did that, and the audience was on the edge of their seat, and the show begun, or the show restarted. Should I say?
If you like had like a show or whatever, and before you performed, who would you want to open for you?
On campus or like in general?
In general.
In general, damn, I would think I would be.
Or it could be on campus too, you know.
I would think that I would be the opener in general. If I was opening up for somebody.
If somebody was opening up for you.
I feel like I would be the opener. Down the line, I guess I would just have to see like who the future of like music would be at that point.
Right.
Can I tell you who I would like to open for?
Yes.
Jadon.
Jadon?
Do you know who that is? He's Usher's current protege.
Yes, I know who Jadon is. I think one of his cover artists, he has like a green jacket on.
Yes,
right?
that whole mixtape.
Him.
I play Jadon all the time.
I was listening to him or whatever. I was like, oh, what?
Jadon is gifted, and I just found he's 18. He younger than me.
A young creative artist, like, you know.
He's so gifted. Yeah, like, I mean, dang, if your boy blow up tomorrow. But yeah, I would like to blow up. I would open up for Jadon, Layla,
right?
The girl with me. Not my problem. Yeah, I would open up for her. I would open up for Kehlani, Leon Thomas.
Yo, Leon Thomas.
I would open up for Tyler, the creator. I would love to open up for Beyonce. Beyonce, hit me up. Because little do you know,
World tour.
we be on. People actually, they be coming to me. They be like, I literally feel all the Beyonce inspiration in your art, and I'm like, thank you so much, because it is inspired. There are Beyonce inspirations, but they're also very authentic and true to like me and like what I want to do.
Right.
Sometimes we just end up in parallels.
Right.
So I always honor that. Yeah, like those are the folks who I would like really, really like currently open up for.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So, what advice would you give to anyone trying to pursue music and or any other creative element?
No matter what you're doing, be true. Be authentic.
Be true to yourself.
Yes. There are too many people who are faking it.
To make it.
Yes. And I think that's the reason why there's not a lot of soul in today's music. Not with everybody, but like with, you know, what we hear on the radio and what's popular now. It's because I feel like everyone is just trying to copy and paste. And I'm not saying don't be inspired, but for example, Aretha Franklin. You know, the reason why people say Aretha Franklin is the queen of soul, why she's so soulful, you know, she has like that tone that is just so, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the reason why that's soulful is because she was singing from a real place of authentic joy and pain.
Right.
From her personal life experience. That produced those kinds of sounds and performances. You know what I'm saying?
Not for you.
So that's what makes that soul. To me, soul is authenticity. So I would say be as authentic and true as possible. And I promise you, you will find everybody who needs to be in your fan base.
That part. Hello. I like that. That's what's up.
Thank you.
That's really great advice for like music artists and young talented artists that are putting themselves out there. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Yeah. So we're done with the questions, and now we're getting to our gaming segment.
Let's get gaming segment.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So I done my first gaming segment with my cousin, whatever. And now I'm doing it with you.
Okay.
You know. So this gaming segment is called Decode the Album.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna tell you some like short letters, whatever, and you have to figure out what is that letter from the song, from the album.
The title or the
title, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you ready for the song decode?
Are these my songs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So the first one is HAW. HAW.
You sure I wrote this song?
Yes, you wrote this song. Like, y'all, if y'all know what HAW is, put it down in the comments. Or say it out loud on the thing, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Head Above Water.
Yes, let's go.
I did write that song. I did do that.
Yes. So when you said you supposed to be the realest one around me, it gets cold on the sofa every holiday. I like that.
Thank you.
Like, what did it mean to you?
You're supposed to be the realest one around me. It gets cold on the sofa every holiday. I don't want to be alone. Yeah. So when I was writing that part, I was just talking about the contrasting difference between how I feel when I'm in school and when I'm at home. It can almost feel like you have to go through this adjustment period where you feel like almost like a stranger or like an outsider.
Right.
Yeah, so like that's where the coldness comes from.
Okay.
So I was just using that as a metaphor to compare my conflicting outlook on my atmosphere that is normally very familiar to me.
Right.
And describing it as a cold place when it should be warm and welcoming and familiar.
Okay. Period. So the other song decoded is TFC. TFC. TFC.
Give me a second. I think it's on. Is this a lyric or is this a song title?
Song title. You mean give you a hint?
Yes.
Highway. You're stuck.
Are you talking about traffic?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
So when you say time heals all wounds because we grew stuck in the past and in the present.
Yes.
I want you now, but I regret it.
Oh, girl.
Like that really, you went deep dive into that. Like, can you tell me more about that? Like,
I can. So, when I wrote this song,
right,
I wrote this about a personal experience.
Okay.
And I wrote this song about Stack and Mary from Sinners. I was heavily impacted by their story because I resonated with it so much. They live two completely different lives, but they love each other. But they know that they can't be with one another.
Right.
But that love brings them back to this difficult place where there's tension. But then the tension can also turn into friction and arguments.
Right.
But that line is thin that separates it from that in love.
Right.
Which led up to right before Stack got bit.
Yes.
So I wanted
and
to.
didn't they have a baby together or no?
Oh no, I think that is Smoke and Annie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Haley Steinfeld ate down with Sinners. She said, "Boy, you better get the fuck out of my face." I said, "Oh, okay,
well, you gonna get the fuck out of my face.
You gonna get the fuck out of my face." Like, and then when she met them at the train station, she was like, "I thought you loved me. I thought you loved me, you fucked me." Like,
she said something like that.
You said something like that. You know what I'm saying? But Haley ate down, and Haley will always be a known artist that we'll always remember, even before Sinners. You know what I'm saying?
I met Haley Steinfeld in between 2014 and 2016. Never did I thought she was gonna play Mary.
That part. You know what got me tight though? When in Sinners, whatever, when she went to go see the Peoples, whatever, and the homeboy was drooling and stuff like that.
How would she go out there?
Mind you, when she walked away, girl, do not turn your back. I would have walked backwards like, yeah, I'm leaving, y'all.
I would have been moonwalking.
I would have yeah, I'm leaving. Get out my face now. But I'm just like, damn, Haley, you just turned into a vampire.
She shouldn't have been over there, no way.
Like,
first, did you catch the part in the movie where before he bit her, he jumped in the air?
Yes, he's.
Nobody talk about that. I remember seeing that in the movie. I said, damn it, she gone.
She gone.
She gone.
And she came back. She came to that door. She was like, "You gonna let me in? You gonna let me in?"
Cornbread, at least he was on to something.
He
wasn't on it enough though.
Yeah, I do like Cornbread's character though.
Yeah.
Because he went in, like he would when he almost bit dude's hand or whatever. I was like, oh.
Well, I was glad they handled him in that moment because that would have been bad.
Yes, period. So the other song Decode is T.O.
T.O.? Typo?
Yes. I love how we was talking about this earlier, you know what I'm saying? You said, "So sick of these vultures, who let you in?
Oh!
Disrespecting the culture. Don't bring no propaganda if you looking for me."
I did. I said those things.
You know, what was in that mindset when you was, you know, in the process, like, for that, when you wrote that lyric?
Like, to go back to it, like I said, I feel like a lot of people fake it. And especially when it comes to black culture.
Yes.
I feel like people take from black culture and they wear it when they want to because it's cool. And like, you know, black people are dope. But it's not fair that you come into our culture in our spaces and you wear and say and do the things that we do. But when it's time to say, oh, I don't want to be aligned with this black stuff, you just take it off and then you come back to it when you feel like it. So I wanted to address that. I just think that, I'm not saying we gotta have gatekeepers, but everybody don't need to be invited to the cookout.
Hello.
And that's
you gotta be invited to the cookout, my love. You know what I'm saying? We doing pork ribs, white rice, you know, Spanish food, whatever, but baby, you're not invited to the cookout. Girl, I don't know you. You don't know me, so back up.
Yeah, everybody don't have good intentions at the cookout, so everybody don't need to be there.
Cause what if you bring somebody to the cookout, what if they start problems? And your whole family gotta get into it, like,
yeah, like, you know,
I don't want that.
Yeah, so
that's
I have
toxic.
to address the vultures, and don't bring no propaganda if you lurking for me. That is literally, don't bring any false news to try and miseducate me.
It's giving my ops.
Political corruption. Don't bring any of that my way. Right. Because the world is already in such a vulnerable place.
Right.
We don't need any fabricated stories being told to us right now.
Right.
Because stakes are already high for a plethora of reasons.
Because we got a whole government shutdown, Trump in office, Venezuela, I'm getting attacked, Gaza. I'm just
like you said, no room. With all those elements being listed, there's no room for any falsified information.
Right. No, I feel you. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
So, the last song decode is SIT.
Some days today.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You said, Harlem ain't never been dark, but I pray it find me.
Yes.
Lost in the unknown, but my fate's behind me.
Yes.
Speak on that.
Harlem, first of all, I think a lot of people disrespect Harlem. Now, granted, we know 125th get wicked.
Hello. Wicked.
However, let's not forget Harlem is the home of the Harlem
I've been getting my
Renaissance.
haircuts from Harlem on 125th. Like, my barber be cooking it up with me. I'm like, yeah, he know what he doing.
Harlem is the home of black innovation, black culture, black joy,
Hello.
black success.
Yeah.
Harlem is not known for being this dark, sunken place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So with me knowing that, I'm acknowledging my faith. Because I feel my ancestors constantly remind me and show me of what greatness Harlem is and where Harlem comes from. You know? So yeah, I know Harlem can be out there and dangerous, but there's also a richness there. Like, you go to Harlem, it's people hustling, selling their merchandise.
Selling sunglasses.
Hats, beanies,
incense
scarves.
sticks, you know what I'm saying?
Oils, merch, like
yes,
all of it.
Everything.
Like, Harlem is grind, Harlem is creativity, Harlem is fashion, and that's another thing.
Hello.
Because a lot of fashion trends come from Harlem, and a lot of people don't talk
Harlem
about it.
is undeniable.
Yeah, so I just wanted, that was my moment to give Harlem its tribute.
Have you been into when you're in Harlem, whatever? Have you been to the Apollo Theater or
Yeah.
any other places you've been inside too?
Yes, I performed at the Apollo Theater. What year was that? In between 2013 and 2015. In between those years, I performed at the Apollo.
Okay, that's what's up. I like that.
Thank you.
I feel like people who come from Harlem, they get educated. You know, they know about the culture. They know about the peoples. And they know
The food.
the food. Hello.
The food.
What's your favorite food from Harlem?
My favorite spot?
Yeah, your favorite spot.
I went to this Caribbean spot. I cannot remember the name of it. Oh, I'm lying. Sandy's.
Oh, I've never been to Sandy's.
Sandy's is a Spanish joint. I believe it's on 116th on the far east side. That is food.
When the semester's over, you graduate, and we go on break or whatever. I gotta meet you in Harlem.
We going to Sandy's.
We're going to Sandy's.
We going to Sandy's.
Because I like some Jamaican food. I like spicy.
Sandy's is
but
a
not
Spanish
too much
spot.
spicy. Oh, it's a Spanish spot.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, my fault, y'all.
I've been to different Jamaican spots. I just can't remember the name of the spots, but they be making good food over there.
Okay. You like chicharrones?
It's pork, right?
It's chicken.
Oh, the chicken chunks?
Your chicken chunks.
Yes, of course.
With some white rice, black beans.
Hold up, wait, time out. But here's my order.
What?
I get the chicken chunks. How do you say it?
Chicken chunks?
Yeah, how do you say them? You said it in Spanish.
Chicharrones.
Chicharrones. I get those with white rice. And they give me I don't know if it's this garlic sauce, but I get sweet plantains instead of beans.
Ooh. I made some platanos one time from scratch. I got the banana, peeled the skin off or whatever, and then cut it up or whatever, put it in the frying pan, and then mushed it at the end.
That's my Sandy's order. That's my order.
We gotta go to Sandy's.
We going.
Yes, we going.
Pizza now, damn.
Yes.
I'm hungry.
I'm at Sandy's now. You know, they do Uber Eats. They do Uber from Harlem.
They don't do it away from over here, I'll tell you that. But
we gonna know when we get break. You know what I'm
going.
saying? And you graduate.
Yeah.
And congrats again, by the way.
Thank you.
So, this is a different gaming segment.
All right.
There is two. Is one, finish the sentence,
Okay.
and this or that.
This one. Okay. Yes, I'm excited for that.
So, finish the sentence.
Okay.
Music taught me.
This is a lyric of mine?
No.
Oh.
No, it's just finish the sentence. Finish the.
Oh, I just answer.
Just answer. Yeah.
Regular, regular.
Regular.
Music taught me that music is one of the best Forms of medicine.
Forms of medicine.
Forms of medicine.
Medicine. Oh, period. I like that.
Thank you.
Right now, I'm learning to
stay consistent.
Consistency is key.
Yes.
Period. I'm still healing from.
I'm still healing from. That's a great question.
You could take your time with it too.
I'm still healing from generational curses.
That's the one. That's the one. You gotta heal from generational curses, from where you grew up in,
Yeah.
you know, and just like, basically you're the black sheep of the family.
Sometimes it can feel that way.
Being the black sheep of the family. And it's just like, I wanna do this, and I wanna pop out, you know, or you see me on social media, but you don't like what I'm doing, you know, it's like, I'm doing this for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for my generation, I'm doing this for the my kids when they grow up or whatever, you know what I'm saying, so they don't feel low, you know, and they don't have low energy, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Period. I'm proud of myself for...
I'm proud of myself for getting a billboard on Times Square.
Hallelujah.
Because guess what? It was on the vision board.
That part.
And when I did the vision board at the top of 2025 last January, I said, I don't know how the hell I'm going to make this possible. But I'm putting it on this vision board and I'm going to make it happen.
That part. If you got a vision, put it on that vision board.
Yeah. Do them vision boards, y'all.
Do the vision boards now. This is 2026.
Yeah.
You know, it's the year of the horse. Last year was...
It is the year of the horse!
Yes. It's the year of the horse.
Yeehaw!
Last year was the year of the snake shedding, you know, breaking down things, whatever.
Shedding. Last year was a lot of shedding.
A lot of shedding.
A lot of it.
Now the year of the horse is stepping up to the plate, pushing yourself forward, you know, and don't let no one stop you from your momentum. You know what I'm saying?
You know what else I call this year?
What?
I call it the year of destiny.
Ooh, I like that.
I feel like 2026 is the year where I will finally start to really align with my destiny, what I'm supposed to be doing.
And meet the right people.
Yes.
And the right connections.
Yeah.
Because I love meeting new connections, because when you meet the right connection, they'll lead you into a new perspective in life, you know. So, this is this or that, okay?
That or this.
That or this.
Right.
So, studio or stage?
Stage.
Okay. Why?
Stage, I get to, one, do everything, and I get to touch people as I'm on stage.
Right. Okay, very good. Hit song or classic?
I love this question. Because a classic and a hit song, a song don't gotta be a hit song to be a classic.
Right.
A classic don't have to be a hit song.
That part.
Classic.
Okay, why?
Classic is more impactful. All hit songs are not classics.
Right.
But a classic record, it don't gotta hit number one.
Right.
A classic record can shape the entirety of your life and have such a big impact on you.
Okay.
And it didn't even chart.
That part. Hello. So, nostalgia or new beginnings?
New beginnings.
Why? Why not nostalgia?
I love nostalgia. But one thing I learned during the pandemic, I returned to a lot of old habits that could remind me of the comfort of the past.
In 2020, right?
Yes. So that came with buying. I love video games. Ever since I was a kid, I love wrestling games. NBA 2K, Madden, Grand Theft Auto.
Period.
I was buying a lot of old games.
Right.
So I can relive those childhood moments where I was so, like excited and felt good about playing the games. The dilemma was, though, it was fun, but it didn't feel the way it felt when I was a kid.
Okay.
So I feel like, if anything, what you should do is don't abandon those hobbies. And
give it to your kids or give it to your niece and nephews.
That, but also reinvent the feeling.
Right.
Like with Christmas, a lot of people our age, they talk about how, Christmas doesn't feel the same. And I'm like, Christmas doesn't feel the same, but it
right.
still feels special to me. It just feels very different.
Okay.
I'm not waking up at 3 a.m. to look at what's under the tree.
Right.
But now I can contribute to creating a magic and a great feeling for everyone else who believes in the magic. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You could be a part of what makes the kids smile and what makes the kids so excited about
Yes,
Christmas.
Exactly.
And I don't care. I watch Home Alone, Polar Express, and Good Luck Charlie is Christmas every Christmas. And
Good Luck Charlie.
I still feel special. I don't care.
I love Good Luck Charlie when they went to their Christmas thing, whatever, and like they was just going through as a family, whatever, you know.
It was good.
And in the end, Teddy was like, "Good luck, Charlie." I feel like she was talking to us too, you know.
That's nice. I like that for you.
Yes. Would you ever like make a song out of a game? Like, let's say you make a song out of Grand Theft Auto or like NBA.
Like inspired by or like from use sounds from the game?
No, inspired by.
Oh, and you know what's very funny? I've been trying to write a GTA verse.
Ooh.
Or like a GTA bar for like ever. I just don't know how to phrase it.
Imagine typos in GTA, and people are dancing in the club.
Imagine that's one of the songs that's on the radio in the car, on the game.
Yes. Like, ooh, how did that get there?
Rockstar, since y'all keep delaying the game, yeah, you know, maybe we can revisit that and be in talks. Because let's talk about how the PlayStation 5 was also on my vision board last year.
Oh, you trying to get PS5?
Yes. Do you know why though?
Why?
I was going to get GTA 5 because GTA 5 was supposed to come out this past October in 2025. Then they pushed it back.
They're going to keep pushing it back until 2030.
They're going to push it back until we're 30.
And they need to make the map bigger.
Apparently the map is like a 3-hour distance.
3-hour distance to get somewhere?
Yeah, and I'm like...
Oh, you bugging.
I'm like, you talking about game 3 hours or like real life us 3 hours? Because I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it. I'm not going to drive into New York to Florida. That's crazy. Like, you know. Like, the hell?
Oh, God.
So, the last one is lyrics first or beats first?
Oh my gosh, it literally depends. But I'll say what happens mostly is beat first, then lyrics.
Okay. Why?
That's just where I beat for the most part. Like, I've had instances where it was probably lyrics first and then beat, but most of the time, I'll hear like the track first.
Right.
And then the melody will move from that, you know?
Right. No, I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the end of our game, and this is the end of our podcast.
Oh!
It was lovely getting to know you, and it was
so
amazing seeing you again for this semester. You know,
thank you.
I congratulate you again for graduating in a few months. You know, is there any wise words or encouragement or even advice that you would give to anyone that is keeping on going for the new year, for 2026, 2027, 2028?
Absolutely. I would say, as I've been saying the whole interview, keep staying true.
Keep staying true.
Living in your purpose. I think Tupac said it best, all good things come to those who remain true.
And all good things who come to those who wait. Hello. That part.
So always stay true. And also, I know our world is in such shambles, politically, socially. I encourage us, as we take in all of the negativity and all of the traumatic situations that are taking place on this planet, take in the information, but continue to advocate and speak up against all of these toxic, corrupt ways that politics is putting us in right now.
Right.
And that goes down from ICE, Trump, everything. And keep the hope and keep the faith. Stay prayed up, stay protected out here. Just take in everything that's going on and educate yourself. But don't take in so much to the point where it destroys your mental and emotional well-being.
Right.
Because when we are in those vulnerable spaces, that's when we are that's when we're the easiest targets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we don't want to we already got targets on our back. We don't want to be easy targets. We don't want to be easily distracted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We want to know what's going on. But after knowing what's going on, use that to help you move forward and say, okay, well, here's what we're going to do from there while having faith.
That part. And one more thing though.
Yes.
Be your main character. Hello. Be the main character of your story, and don't let nobody tell you what to do. Period.
Main character is literally about me holding up the mirror to you guys. We're all the main characters.
Use your mirror. Look to yourself.
Yes, we're all the main character of our own stories.
That part.
So live your life that way. And that doesn't mean being selfish. It means being self-full.
Hello.
Boom!
Yes.
Hello!
Period. Well, thank you so much, Tayon.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you for being on this podcast.
Thank you so much. Thank you for asking me.
Yes.
Buy and stream Main Character. Out now.
Out now.
Everywhere.
No.
Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube, Spotify, Deezer. Do you use Deezer? I don't know.
I don't even know what Deezer is. Like.
Well, it's on there.
Oh,
I'll tell you that.
hello. That part.
Yes. Thank y'all so much. Village, stand up. Throw your V's up in the comments if you're part of the village. And if you're a new person who's in the village,
Right.
welcome.
Hello.
Your boy has a lot of special things coming up.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it here first.
Okay.
Publicly.
Right.
Your boy is working on the Just Friends music video. That's in production. It is happening. I can't wait for it to grace your screens. You wanna be in the video?
Yeah, or directing it.
It's gonna be me and the video girl. It's gonna be me and my dancer, yes.
Oh, you're a dancer. Okay,
Yes,
very.
And my friend Gio, we working. I don't want to say too much because I want y'all to be surprised,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But what to expect from that? Just know it's gonna be fire.
There better be like an after party after the video, like, or like a little get together.
You know I'm doing something. You know.
Hello.
You know I'm not just gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. So yeah. Thank you guys so much. God bless everybody. Health is wealth. Take care of yourself. And thank you guys so much.
Peace out, guys. Y'all, I had so much fun getting to know Tayon. Coming from Harlem to Purchase will always be a big step for him as a young artist because he's changing the game, as we all are. And even for young artists that are starting out, one piece of advice is start slow and work through, and always believe in your dreams. When it comes to his songs like Toxic Trait, Typo, Head Above Water, Traffic, and so much more, his songs will always speak a message. I know Tayon got a lot more going on up his sleeve, and I hope y'all stay tuned for what's next. And let me ask y'all something. Are y'all the main character? Because I know I am, period. And y'all better believe it. So thanks for sticking around for Artistry on the Rise podcast, and see you next time.